Hello.
Hello, good evening. How are
Hello.
you doing?
Hi. Good evening. And I want to wish you happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Thank you very much. I hope you have a very beautiful year.
Yeah, yeah. Same to you.
Thank you. And tell me what's your New Year resolution?
So New Year resolution. Okay. So like I don't believe on New Year resolution, but yeah,
I don't
like I
believe
have some
in.
kind of desire. Yeah. Okay. So I don't believe in New Year resolution, but I have some kind of desire in my mind, and I have some like I yeah, so I want to I want to complete I want to accomplish all those kinds of wish.
Okay. You have set
Yeah.
of like goals and desires that you want to, some targets that you want to achieve this year, but that is it. Nothing like a New Year resolution.
Yeah.
Okay, very well.
But I want to explore this language, and yeah, I want to take up my skill to the next level.
Take up. Very well, very well. Have you visited any public libraries?
Public libraries, not yet.
Okay, try
Not
to.
yet. Yeah, I
Try
want
to
to visit.
maybe in your own town or city if it's there, or if you ever get the chance to move out,
Yeah.
then too. Okay, because see these libraries, they don't have any cost. Okay,
Yeah.
and you have so many books, so many books. Just entering the place fills you with so much of inspiration.
Yeah. Yeah. Really.
Okay, just
Yeah.
take like how we go out to garden or malls or something. Go out like that to a library, spend half an hour over there, come back.
Yeah.
It's okay if you
Okay.
don't read anything. Just see all
Mhm.
the books, all the subjects,
Mhm.
5 names of authors. That's all. Come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Very well. I will start with first the doubt that you asked me last class about
Okay.
why.
So, yeah,
Yes.
I got my answer actually. Yeah. So once I was scrolling like internet, so I got some logic I want to tell you. So after that, please elaborate. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. So there it was written like, because noon is shorter time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we use at, and for longer duration, we use in. There it was written.
Yeah, look, it's kind of correct, but to be more clear on that, why
Okay.
we use at noon? Because it is exact time of the day. For
Yeah.
example, when we say I will meet you at 5,
Hmm.
right? We're
Hmm.
stating time. Now noon is an
Point of,
indication of 12.
yeah, for point of time. Yeah. So I know, like what happened. I came across like actually somewhere it was written in afternoon. In afternoon,
In the
but
afternoon.
at noon. Yeah, in the
Correct.
afternoon, but at noon. Yeah.
Absolutely, because afternoon is a part of the day. So it's
Yes.
such a long time duration.
Long time.
Part
Hmm.
of the day you will use
In afternoon.
in the
Okay.
evening. Okay, but
Yeah.
again at midnight because it is specific.
Hmm. And for night, at night or in night?
Actually, we say at night, but we also say in the night. Sometimes we say that. No, we say at night it's very cold. We don't say in the night it's cold. Again, I'm confused. I will
That's
check.
why.
I will check with the night thing, but mostly this is the explanation. Okay, it's just that if it's specific time, it's
Hmm.
in. Otherwise, it's I mean it's at.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine. So is that. And
okay.
yeah, thank you. Now I'm also very clear about that. Sometimes I don't know, so I become clear.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
very well.
Sometimes I also wonder like why this kind of thing happen in this language. So yeah.
Yes, but it's so beautiful, right? That they have concentrated on such details of
Yeah.
every single thing.
Hmm.
So it's very
So I have
beautiful.
one more. I have come up with one more question I want to ask. Yeah. So like we use perhaps instead of maybe, right? Hello.
Yes, I'm thinking. Okay,
Okay.
continue your question.
Yes.
That's
But like in every situation, I can't use perhaps. So can you tell me, can you elaborate it in which condition we can use perhaps? Because whenever I search on Google, so I came across like instead of maybe we can use perhaps. So, but suppose I am saying uh, maybe we can have rain, we might have rain, okay, maybe tomorrow we will have rain, so perhaps we will have rain, so it is some
perhaps it might rain tomorrow.
perhaps it may rain tomorrow.
Mhm.
So instead of maybe we can use perhaps in every
Perhaps,
situation.
perhaps, perhaps it's going to rain tomorrow. I'm sorry. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
so
It's just that we don't, because the usage of maybe is more often. There's so
yes.
many words that have several synonyms, but we don't use all the synonyms because we are used
Mhm.
to using certain words. So you can use them interchangeably, but you don't.
Okay.
Like even in this example that you gave me, perhaps is right. It's not that it sounds incorrect or odd. It
Mhm.
sounds odd to you because we use it lesser.
Okay, okay.
That is the only thing, but you can use perhaps.
Yeah, so I have put perhaps instead of maybe in
Mhm.
some situation, but it was sounding very weird, so I thought I should not use perhaps instead of maybe in every situation. Maybe
Mhm.
there is some rules,
Mhm.
so and I don't know, like I have to explore more about this concept. So
Okay, so from what I see, perhaps is more formal and maybe is more casual. This is like the main difference from what I can see in some of the notes. And another difference, perhaps is common in academic writing and maybe is common in conversation. Yes, this is a very significant difference because very often, no, often, quite often, for writings, we have a different language. Some of the we are more polished. Conversation, we don't have time to think so much, so we have casual conversations.
yeah.
So maybe is more with casual conversations, and perhaps is more in the formal tone and more while writing, but it is a synonym of maybe.
Yeah. So in this situation, suppose I am asking tomorrow is Saturday. So will we have a day off? Okay. So in this condition, if I want to answer, if I want to revert, so can we use perhaps or maybe? If I am not sure, so what should I use? Maybe or perhaps?
Both are again correct.
Okay. So it is
Again,
it.
both are correct.
Okay.
But as I told you, it's the tone that you want to set. It's not that the words are incorrect, but the tone that you want to set in the conversation. You want to bring a formal tone to it. Okay, because when we
Okay.
say perhaps, it's also something a little more the language that olden times used to use. These words are something like that. I'm not saying that it's completely right, but it's something like that. Maybe is not. You won't
Yeah.
find any olden books with like maybe. You will find perhaps.
Okay.
Okay, do one more thing when you have such confusions with synonyms and the usage over a time period. When you Google the meaning of, you have to just Google meaning of perhaps. Okay, when you Google the meaning, you have synonym, etc., the usual Google stuff. If you
Sentence also.
scroll down, you
Hmm.
have a timeline of
Okay.
how frequently and in which century or in which time period the word was used more.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it will show that 1920 more,
Hmm.
like high
Yeah.
graph. It's like there's like a graph. Okay, then it
Hmm.
shows like a decline, and then it shows like a thing. Try
Okay.
to just check those. You'll get a fair idea of. Sometimes we have like some synonyms and some very difficult words. We don't know if we have to use it now, and it will sound awkward because the other person won't understand. What should you do? Google the word, check the timeline. If it is frequently used in between 2000, maybe after 2000, or 2010, that means you can still use it and people will understand it. Otherwise, there are lesser chances that people will understand it because we don't use it in our conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, so timeline is another thing, and perhaps, and maybe I just checked it. Yes, it is this, and I think the explanation also makes more sense because even when I recollect from what we say, we do say it like perhaps, like we do maybe say maybe, you know, maybe not.
Yeah.
We say like that. So just that
Yeah.
way. That also do one more thing when it comes to checking the tone of the words or the context that you want to set. Okay, when you hear people speaking, like different people, check what are the words that people from these who are conducting interviews or inspirational quotes and how they are saying it. Like when if they're saying it very eloquently and very nicely, that means it has that formal touch to it. If someone if like say in a very informal videos or like blogging or like makeup tutorials, people are using one sort of language, you know that it is a more casual tone. So you have to even observe the kind of video. If you're checking news reporters,
Yeah.
you know that there's a more formal tone.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that way you get to know even from with the way people pronounce that whether it has a formal tone to it or a casual tone to it, what expression they're using, formal tone to it or a casual tone to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I have one more question.
Yes.
So like simultaneously and simultaneously, both are correct, right? Simultaneously and simultaneously.
Simultaneously.
Simultaneously, yes, but simultaneously is also correct, right? Because just one day before I checked, I know like simultaneously, correct? Yeah. So I checked on Google. So there I checked British pronunciation, Indian English, and American pronunciation. So in British pronunciation, it was simultaneously. In this way, she was pronouncing, and in American accent, she was pronouncing simultaneously.
Okay,
So
I can see it. You're right about what you're saying. Try to use either the Indian English pronunciation or the British one.
okay.
So yeah, Indian English says simultaneously as I pronounce. But if you want to go with the British, it's the best because it's the original one. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, another reason that you will find people using more of the American one is because we've been exposed to a lot of movies and things
Web
like that.
series.
So
Yeah.
it's quite possible that we come across even the American. That's why we have the Indian English, because we are influenced by both.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me.
Yeah, so now I don't have any queries.
Okay, it's very impressive, the kind of things that you are studying and the way you are studying. That's why I told you that try to visit a library. Make sure you always keep the dictionary by your side, because it will help you so much. It's it's always like that source of inspiration. How people keep Bible next to them, how people keep anything that they love next to them.
Yeah.
Because it creates that sort of energy, I call it. So so you can do new things like that and keep changing your way of learning every now and then. If you're following certain patterns and strategies, after 30, 40 or 20 days, change it, then again go back to that. Don't do just the same thing. Even your students will need a variation, right? We get very bored with the same activity.
Yeah. I also feel the same.
Yes. So I myself do a lot of like changes with the suggestions and feedbacks I'm giving every 1 month. So you have to be like that. You have to keep changing. And so people get the interest in what you're, or you get the interest in how you're learning. But this is good. Try to use more of try to check the timeline and do another thing. Try to read one or two poems from the olden times.
Yeah. So I have one more queries. So acquaint, we can use acquaint in instead of aware, right?
Acquaint and aware, I think they're different. They are synonyms. Like when you get acquainted with someone or something, when you are aware.
To make them aware or to acquaint them. So I am asking because as per my knowledge, like
They are
I
synonyms. You can use
yeah.
them. They aren't that different now that I think of examples. I'm aware of all the pros and cons.
Mm.
I'm acquainted with all the pros and cons. We don't use that often.
Okay,
Maybe
so
maybe it might be grammatically correct. I'm not sure, but we don't say it like that. That I'm acquainted with the pros and cons.